Hi there! In the previous video we unboxed and had a look at all the features the Saber Tactical chassis for the Dreamline has to offer. And now it's time to install it. The donor gun for today is my beloved FX Dreamline Tactical Compact that I will convert to a chassis airgun upgraded with a 580cc carbon fiber tank, 500mm smooth twist X barrel with superior liner inside, 20 MOA rail and an Element Optics helix. So let's do this! This video will be split in two parts. One is the converting of this Dreamline and the second part will be installing it into the chassis. So if you want to skip the disassembling, I'll put a time mark somewhere here, so you can skip straight to the installation if you want. Right, let's get to it. First of all, safety. Always make sure the airgun isn't loaded, not cocked, and put on safe before you do any work. First up, let's remove the scope. Next, I will take the Picatinny rail off because I will be replacing it with a 20 MOA one. Now that the rail is off, I'll be removing the buttstock and the folding adapter because we won't needing this for the chassis. Also, the grip and the bottom trigger guard can go because that's included in the chassis. Next item I will be removing is this top part of the tactical kit, because this will be replaced with one of the two dummy blocks you can find in the box when you order your Saber Tactical chassis. The one to be used when you don't have the external power adjuster, and the one I'll be using when you do have the external power adjuster. Next I will take the barrel off, drain the air out of the system, remove the adapter with the power plenum so I can upgrade it to a 500mm barrel and a 580cc carbon fiber tank. So now that that's removed, we can install the upgrades. Ideally, I would be taking a 400cc carbon fiber tank, but since I only have a 300 and a 580, the 580 will have to do. but I'm sure it will look just as cool. That's why I removed the power plenum to take a little bit of the length off, but you can just leave the power plenum on and install it like this in the chassis, no problem. First up, install the bottle adapter. The barrel we will be installing is the 500mm. I have a Yuma Air high flow dual hole transfer port on the end with a pellet probe that I have modified to match the hole. So disassembling is complete. We upgraded the air source and the barrel. Last thing we gotta do before we can drop it into the chassis is take the power wheel off. Taking the power wheel off takes a little bit of care or attention, I must say. Take a 2.5mm, I think, or 2mm. Loosen the screw inside. Now underneath the power wheel you have two ball bearings that probably will stick into the grease. Also note the position of your power wheel so you can put it back exactly like it was before. Mine is a number 3, so afterwards I will have to put it back on number 3. Lifting up carefully, you can see the two ball bearings sticking into the grease. Carefully put it to the side so you don't lose them. Also, you have two springs that are sitting beneath the two metal ball bearings. You can leave them in. Maybe the grease will hold them down, but make sure you don't lose them as well. Now with the final step done of removing the power wheel, it's time we can finally drop it into the chassis. In the box, it came supplied with the two dummy blocks like I mentioned before. I have to use a small one because I have the power adjuster. And it also comes with two screws. The short one goes here in the bottom to hold the action into the chassis, and the longer one goes into the back when you fold it open. Right. Gently guide it in. Like so. Take your dummy block and slide the action a little bit forward so the dummy block can be guided in. Like so. Slide the action backwards like this. Take the short screw, pull it into the bottom, and then fold it open like so. Take the other screw that will go in the back here. Make sure the threads are gripping nicely, that they don't bind. So, close it back up, and once that's done, you can tighten this one as well. Then it's time to put our power wheel back. Careful not losing the ball bearings. Remembering I took it off on number 3. Putting it back down on number 3. Don't put it too gorilla tight or you won't be able to turn the wheel. This one is a little bit too tight. And like so. Make sure everything spins freely. And now that the action is in the chassis, the next thing I want to do is to fit the 20 MOA rail that I said. And then the final touch, the Element Optics Helix. Wow, look at that. Really cool. From compact to a full-blown powerhouse. In this video I did a full conversion, but if your action is right in the right configuration for you, it takes only a few minutes and a few screws to convert it. Now, that's it for the installation video of the Saber Tactical chassis for the FX Dreamline. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, put them in the comments down below and I will try to answer them. Please like, subscribe to this channel so I can grow and keep bringing you more awesome content like this. As always, thank you for watching and I hope to see you back next time. Bye.